If your car feels sluggish, the throttle response is delayed, or the engine revs unpredictably, your first thought might be an expensive repair. But in some cases, the issue isn't a failed component. It's a loss of calibration. Modern vehicles rely on electronic throttle control systems, and over time, the throttle position sensor, or TPS, can lose its learned values. When that happens, the engine may not respond the way it should, even if all the parts are still working properly. In this video, you'll learn 3 safe methods to reset or relearn your throttle position sensor. Each method applies to different situations and vehicle types, so it's important to understand when to use each one. I'll also point out common mistakes to avoid, because doing this incorrectly can sometimes make the problem worse instead of better. This video is brought to you by Euro Premium Parts, your trusted source for high-quality aftermarket car parts for Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Volkswagen. They offer CarPlay kits, carbon kitty panels, and many more. Come shop on Euro Premium Parts and improve your car with reliable parts. Before we start, it's important to clarify one thing. A reset will not fix a physically damaged sensor, wiring issue, or throttle body failure. If your vehicle has persistent fault codes, severe hesitation, or goes into limp mode, a diagnostic scan should always come first. What we're covering here applies to calibration issues, not hardware failure. Let's begin with the simplest method. The first method is a basic ignition cycle reset. This works on some vehicles that allow the throttle system to relearn its position during key-on cycles. It's not universal, but it's safe to try and often effective when symptoms are mild. Start by making sure the car is parked safely and completely turned off. Remove the key from the ignition, or ensure the push-button system is fully powered down. Wait for about 30 seconds so all control modules go to sleep. Next, turn the ignition to the on position without starting the engine. This is the position where the dashboard lights come on. At this stage, many vehicles begin a self-check process, and the throttle body may perform a basic sweep. Leave the ignition in this position for about 10 to 15 seconds. During this time, avoid pressing the accelerator pedal. On some vehicles, you may hear a faint electronic sound from the throttle body. That's normal. Now turn the ignition off again and wait another 30 seconds. Then start the engine without touching the gas pedal and let it idle for a few minutes. The ECU may begin adapting the throttle position based on idle conditions. After that, gently press the accelerator and observe how the engine responds. If the throttle feels smoother and more consistent, the reset has likely helped. It's important to note that some online procedures suggest pressing the accelerator in a timed sequence. These procedures only apply to specific manufacturers and models. Using them on incompatible vehicles usually has no effect, so it's better to rely on general relearn cycles unless you have model-specific instructions. If the first method doesn't produce any improvement, the next step is a more complete system reset. The second method involves disconnecting the battery. This resets the ECU's adaptive memory, including throttle learning values. It's more effective than a simple ignition cycle, but it also requires a bit more care. Start by turning off the engine and removing the key. Open the hood and locate the battery. Using the correct tool, disconnect the negative terminal first. This is usually the black cable. Once disconnected, leave the battery off for about 10 minutes. This allows any remaining electrical charge in the system to dissipate fully. After waiting, reconnect the negative terminal securely. Make sure the connection is tight to avoid electrical issues. Now, get back into the car and turn the ignition to the on position again without starting the engine. Let the system initialize for about 10 seconds. Start the engine and allow it to idle without touching the accelerator. Let it run for at least 10 minutes. During this time, the ECU begins relearning idle and throttle parameters under stable conditions. Once the idle stabilizes, turn the engine off, wait a few seconds, then restart it. Take the car for a short drive and pay attention to throttle response. In many cases, this method restores smooth acceleration and eliminates hesitation. However, keep in mind that disconnecting the battery also resets other learned systems, such as radio presets and sometimes transmission adaptations. It's a broader reset, not just a throttle-specific one. If both of these methods fail to resolve the issue, the third approach is the most reliable, but also the most dependent on the vehicle. The third method is a throttle relearn procedure. This is often required after cleaning the throttle body, replacing the throttle assembly, or when the ECU has lost calibration completely. On some vehicles, this relearn process happens automatically. On others, it requires a diagnostic scan tool to initiate. This is where many DIY attempts fall short, because modern systems are not always designed to recalibrate without proper equipment. For vehicles that support passive relearning, the process is similar, but requires more patience. Start with the engine off and battery connected. Turn the ignition to the on position and leave it there for about 30 seconds. During this time, the throttle body may cycle open and closed as it relearns its limits. Then turn the ignition off and wait another 30 seconds. After that, start the engine and let it idle for 10 to 15 minutes without touching the accelerator. The ECU uses this stable condition to fine-tune throttle positioning. In some cases, you may hear subtle electronic movement from the throttle body. That's a normal part of the calibration process. After the idle period, take the car for a controlled test drive. Gradually apply throttle, avoiding aggressive acceleration at first. This allows the system to adapt under real driving conditions. If your vehicle requires an active relearn procedure, a professional scan tool will be needed. This is common on newer vehicles, especially those with advanced drive-by-wire systems. In these cases, attempting manual resets repeatedly won't solve the issue. Beyond resets, maintenance plays a key role in throttle performance. Over time, carbon deposits can build up inside the throttle body, restricting airflow and affecting sensor readings. Cleaning throttle body with a proper cleaner can restore smooth operation, but it must be done carefully to avoid damaging sensitive components. Using the correct products is important here. Harsh chemicals like carburetor cleaner or gasoline can damage coatings inside modern throttle bodies. A dedicated throttle body cleaner is designed to remove deposits without harming the surface. When replacement becomes necessary, part quality matters. Inconsistent or poorly manufactured sensors can cause recurring issues even after installation. Proper compatibility ensures accurate readings and stable performance over time. At this point, it's worth understanding when a reset will not help. If you're experiencing persistent check engine lights, throttle warning indicators, or limp mode, the issue is likely electrical or mechanical. A failed TPS, damaged wiring, or a faulty throttle body will require proper diagnosis and possibly replacement. The key takeaway is that throttle resets are useful tools, but only in the right context. When used correctly, they can restore responsiveness and eliminate minor calibration issues. But they are not a substitute for proper diagnostics when deeper problems exist. If your throttle response has become inconsistent, start with the simplest method and work your way up. Pay attention to how the car reacts after each step. In many cases, a proper relearn is all it takes to bring the system back to normal. Understanding how your throttle system works and how to maintain it can save you time, money, and unnecessary repairs. And in modern vehicles, that knowledge makes all the difference between guessing and fixing the problem correctly.